How can I explain?
I don't know how to explain this, but I'm gonna do my best. I'm on.
There you go. We got Rich Raw in the building, y'all.
Yeah, Richard Raw, ladies and gentlemen, how y'all feeling out there?
Man, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm just getting ready to drop my new album, Soul Sessions, November 29th. Make sure you go pick that up. That's Black Friday, so I know they're gonna have extra cash in their pocket.
Oh yeah, that's what that's what black people always got the extra cash in the pocket.
Yeah.
I know I do. I got a little couple extra dollars, you know.
Right.
So what's been going on, man? You know what I mean?
Grinding. You know, I feel good to really be back in Delaware doing my thing. I've been all around the East Coast just promoting this album.
Right.
So to touch home and to come out here with y'all feels good.
Man, what the album is called?
Soul Sessions.
Soul Sessions. So what made you come up with that title? It being, you know, with you just feeling a little soul.
You know, it's something missing in hip hop. You
Right.
know, it's something missing, that soulful sound, those soulful samples and live instruments, and I just blended them together and created this masterpiece, Soul Sessions.
I wanted to ask you, you know, with your album being Soul Sessions, what make you think that this is different from all other albums that may be on the same level as your album? What makes your album stick out and make people want to go and buy and cop up and like, yo, you need to hear this right here?
Just good music. Real, authentic, good music.
Hip hop.
You know, and I think what I tried to do with my album, I brought in musicians, you know, into the recording studio, and those musicians came in and they took the album in a whole different direction.
Right.
You know, and what I wanted to do was show the artistic side. See, my music is, I include a lot of black nationalism and Pan-Africanism in my music, you know, and so sometimes when you create that type of content, lyrical content, sometimes it's not artistic. So what I did was I brought in the instruments and the musicians and the singers, and they helped me to make it an artistic message and not just like preachy to you, but it's more on the artistic side.
Right.
Now, was that process? Was that kind of difficult, or you know what I'm saying? Cause were you gonna be afraid that, you know, somebody might intrigue that kind of like, you know, kind of offensive? Turned off to it. Or you just like, you know what, the hell with it, I'm just gonna go ahead and go with it?
I think it's a need. I think it's a need for the type of music I do. It's a need, you know. Some of the things I talk about in my music, like the negative depictions, how we're depicted on television.
Right.
We're not depicted in a good way as people of color. So, you know, I talk about these things.
Yes, as
the
you
reality
should,
shows. I touch on issues, man.
You
touch on issues,
right? And I think that's what hip hop needs. I think it's time. It's sad, like me being a DJ. It's sad when you really gotta get a party banger from an artist to really get down to the real true message. That's what's hip hop. So like, as being an artist, did you ever felt like yo, I'm not gonna do no party track. I'm gonna stick to I'm doing, what I know. I ain't doing no
right.
There's no party records on my album.
Right.
No, not in the traditional sense. I mean, there's records that you can groove to, but like I said, I went left, and you know what? When I started going left with this album and really started going in, I gained more fans. I got more notoriety. You know, now I'm doing a lot of public speaking now.
Right. Yeah, I've seen that too. Yeah, you've been in Baltimore a lot.
Let me shout out to the University of Delaware too, because I got a song on my album. We just did a video for it. It's called Marvin's Groove.
Right.
And we sent it to Dr. Henderson, who heads the Black American Studies department here at the university.
Okay, kudos to him.
She loves the record, and she's gonna include it on in BAMS 101, the Introduction to Black American Studies. They're gonna do an analysis on the lyrics to my record. So that right there,
that's a blessing right there. Right.
That's a blessing. You know what I could say to my children? You know, I'm in that college. I'm in that university. I'm in that college. My lyrics are, you know, used as source work. So that's a beautiful thing.
Right. And speaking of that record, we gonna play this record that's coming up. But give us a little bit more details for people who haven't heard it. Because when I heard it, I was like, yo. Whoa, whoa, hey, it's deep. Now y'all know what Cousin B go, whoa.
Yeah, look at the stage. Look at the kickstand. Look at the kickstand.
It was also a good thing because, you know, like I say, after a while you get tired of hearing the same old, same old. So to hear true hip hop, You know what I mean? I totally respect you for that, because you being a young artist is not easy. And,
it's
you
not.
know, and for the labels, you know, they want the booty shaking, Miley Cyrus twerking. Like
Oh yeah, I want to talk about that, yo.
Yeah, for you.
That's a whole nother.
Yeah, that's a whole nother level. But you know, for you to just even, you know, get recognized in the study, that's a part of history. A lot of people
That's
don't
a
know
part
that.
of history.
Yeah, that's a part of history. So,
No doubt.
Marvin Groove, can you tell us like a little bit more about it before, you know, we go in to play the record?
Well, first of all, you hear Marvin's Groove. The record was sampled from Marvin Gaye.
Right.
You know, and of course, Marvin Gaye is like top 5 to me of artists of all time. So it has that groove to it, and like I said, I just go in. Yeah. It's Richard Roll, and y'all now rocking with the best. We on a late night grind show, and we get ready to get into my record, Marvin's Groove. Check it out.
So
Something in the water.
yeah, so you planning on getting into any books, you know, writing books or?
Yeah, you know what? I'm actually in the process of doing just that. I'm writing this book called The Hip Hop Constitution. Ooh. And I don't want to give too much out, but it's definitely it's a serious book.
Give me a leak. You gotta give me a leak. You gotta give me a leak.
The kickstand.
You can't have a strong title like that and not give me a leak.
Right. One of the pieces I focus on is 1996. They had the Telecom Act, which basically changed the whole structure of radio. The reason why we hear like 10 or 14 records on the radio is because after this Telecom Act, which was passed under the Clinton administration, it changed the whole nature of radio, and it took away independence. In 1996, independents outsold majors. That was the last time that happened. So the Republicans pushed this through, and so now you have a small amount of companies that control radio all across the board. So the independent artists were kicked out. The women, the way that women really didn't have an opportunity. Now you see a resurgence of women, but for a long time they wanted to push the women out of hip hop, and they also wanted to control radio. So that's one of the pieces I focus on. And artists should know that the Telecom Act, it's important. It's why we as underground or so-called real hip-hop artists, we can't get that play on the radio because basically you're controlled. They tell you, nah, we don't want that, we don't want that. So
and being in the industry,
it's tough.
Me being in the actually, you know, going to meetings and like this is real.
You have an agenda.
It's real. But like I said, I'm lucky that we can play anything we want.
Right. Well, I mean, we're talking about like with commercial radio.
Top 40
like commercial radio, you're limited. You can slip some stuff in here or there, but sooner or later they're gonna come and tell. No.
Yeah.
We don't want that.
Yeah.
You know, they wouldn't let De La Soul's video be included on BET one time. I remember that.
Oh, and that supposed to be Black Entertainment Television.
Yeah,
allegedly.
Blank Entertainment Television.
Allegedly, right.
So, now, what's your next single that you got coming out?
Muhammad Ali.
I heard that.
Muhammad Ali.
It's like all these titles is named like like something great, or your name get like the titles of your songs always like hit you with a punch or somebody great. It's like
Marvin's Groove, Muhammad Ali.
Yeah, like why go to
it's such a heightness, such a greatness.
You know, a lot of people idolize LeBron James. A lot of people idolize Michael Jordan, and they work great. Right. But when you talk about Muhammad Ali, somebody who said, you know what, F the money, I'm not going to war. Right. You know, he basically said they wanted to draft him into the army. He said, nah, I'm not doing that. You know, you could take my heavyweight belt, you could take my money away. That's real. That's a real
Yeah.
You feel me? So I always try to highlight, you know, those who came and who had a huge impact on society. And Muhammad Ali is Rumble, Young Man Rumble. I mean, he's the greatest.
Yeah.
What can you say?
Yeah,
the greatest of all time.
Yo, I gotta ask you this, man, and I've been wanting to ask you this like for a minute, because I know like the type of music and just how you are, the type of artist, the type of person you are in general. Now, I was looking at the Source magazine I think last month issue. You know, it had the top Power 30 rankings, you know, in industry, in the music industry, and whatever and so forth. And it was talking about a real good article, you know, and I actually sat down and really was intrigued by this. How now this thing how the independent artists is how now they're leaving the majors and going back independent. Right. Now, pretty much saying in a nutshell how now the independent is really now starting to get like the power like just like the majors are. Yeah. But now it's like and the majors like, oh wait, oh man, we're losing money. So it's like so my question is to you is like, you know, do you feel like, you know, do you feel like the major corporations is forced to now possibly look at artists like in your caliber, or if
of
not?
Course. I mean, look, J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, Big Crit. I mean, these are underground artists. That's what they are, and now they're starting to target those type of artists. I mean, I can run off list of artists who are now just getting signed, like all of them. Now they're getting signed, so they have no choice. They have no choice because I think the type of music that's been popular for so long is running its course.
Right.
It's good for certain places, but when you talk in terms of Kendrick Lamar can perform in front of vast amount of audiences. You know what I'm saying? He can perform in front of, you know, the college kids, the dudes on the street. He just has that ability to go everywhere, and those are the type of artists that are really gonna get that push, who can go international with their music and still just be on top and be number one. So it's changing. The music industry is changing. Yeah. So get ready for Richard Rock.
That's all you gotta say. Just get ready.
Yeah, because I was looking at that, I was like, I said, uh-oh. I said,
Lyricism.
I said, the independent that put the majors in the hole.
I said, the guy in the hole. I was kind of happy. I was happy. I mean, just for not just with yourself, but just for other good independent artists, local artists that's on their grind, that's actually just doing their thing. I'm looking like, yo, this is a good thing right here.
So, with that being said, what do you want Rich Raw to be remembered as? You know what I'm saying? As in hip hop, in the music, period.
An artist who said something that meant something. Something I know my music is music that is going to be appreciated generations later. I know my music is not going to really be appreciated now, so you know I'm making music that can be appreciated for generations to come. That's how your name lives on. I'm creating legacy right now. This is what I'm doing, creating a legacy.